Before I dive into it, man, I would just like to say Sony PlayStation PS5 Plus needs to do better. They are getting all of Xbox leftovers. They're trying to get Halo, Forza, Gears, Doom the Dark Ages, Starfield, now Indiana Jones. They want Hellblade 2. They want all of Xbox leftovers. What is Sony doing for their own community? What is Sony doing for their own plastic box, the PS5, the PlayStation community, the fan base? They ain't spending. Where are the millions at? Where are the billions and millions that these ponies and fanboys and gaming media outlets said that they are the market leaders? Where are all of the games? They are getting all Xbox leftovers. So by now, everybody have heard Indiana Jones is on the PS5. I'm seeing 80, 70 to 80 to $100 games already being posted all over Google. I'm seeing fanboys, I'm seeing the gaming medias hyping up this game like it is a PS5 game. Now this right here, going to the PS5 is a slap in the face to the Xbox community. Now let me tell you why I don't like this. First of all, it's killing competition. Whereas there's no competition, who loses? The consumer. Because we're going to have okay games. We're not going to have great games, good games or great games like that anymore, unless they're doing remakes and remasters like the remake station like to do. That's why they afraid to move forward and be innovative. Then they say they believe in generations. What happened to all that? You know what I'm saying? They believe in remakes and remasters, the remake station, the ray tracing station remaking. Okay, and then now you're double dipping off of Xbox games. That's crazy. We ain't seeing nothing coming from Sony front office. I want to know, where's all the money going? You got Minecraft, you got the War Zones of the world, you got Fortnites of the world, Apex, Marvel Rivals. Where is all this microtransaction money that Sony is in the middle of? Who is spending all the money? Somebody is poking a hole in Sony piggy bank. Where is all this money going that they can't afford no games? How are you running a company and you ain't making no games? That's what I'm trying to figure out. The PS5, all they're making is remakes, remasters, indies, third-party games, and stealing all the Xbox games now. Like, that's their strategy. They don't care about making games. Why did you even buy a PS5? You know what I'm saying? Bro, you're going to get 2 games out of a generation? One or 2 games now out of a generation. That's crazy. That's nasty work, Sony. That's nasty work, man. I'm telling you, they've been doing these little exclusive backdoor deals for a very long time. And that's crazy that we don't see no PlayStation games really coming to Xbox unless it's something that they really just don't want. You know what I'm saying? They don't give us none of their AAA banger games on Game Pass PC or Xbox consoles. That's crazy. That's nasty work. I mean, they've been doing it for a long time. And for Microsoft, see, you got to go where it started, because a lot of people want answers. Like, why is this happening? Why are all of the Xbox games going to the PS5? Why is gaming media hyping up a first person game like it's a third person game? We know PlayStation fanboys, PlayStation fans, they like third person, walking simulators. You know what I'm saying? This is what they like. Uncharted of the world, God of War, Horizon, those are the type of games they like, and to be first person and then they try to steal it away and say now it's a PlayStation game, a PS5 game. That's crazy. Microsoft is money hungry. Like, why did y'all force Xbox to give all their games to their competitor? They want that $70 billion back for the Call of Duty Activision Blizzard deal. Microsoft want that money back by any means necessary. It doesn't matter if they lose brand loyalty. It doesn't matter. I heard a lot of people have left Xbox because of this. They don't like it. Like, it's like, bro, it's no competition. Bro, you're singing Kumbaya with Sony, dancing around the campfire, roasting marshmallows, and they're stabbing you in the back, still doing exclusive deals. But you're giving Indiana Jones, right? You know what I'm saying? You ain't got Black Myth Wukong. You don't got Stellar Blade. You don't got Wolverine coming. You don't got Spider-Man coming back. You don't even got it coming to PC Game Pass. And they're giving games to Steam. They don't like you. Sony don't. I don't know why Microsoft can't get this through their thick skull. Stop trying to force Xbox and Sony to be friends. Like, they don't like each other. like we know it's about business. Everybody keeps saying where the games are too expensive, inflation, it's too high, the cost of living have skyrocketed. They have to do it now in order to keep putting games day one in their Game Pass, or the subscription service gonna go up. You know what I'm saying? This is all these narratives that they're talking about, but we got to get to the common denominator, man. It's over greed. Why do you think Sony locked down all these games? To force you to buy a PS5 to make it look like they got games. And if they're the market leader and they have already corrupted the entire gaming industry to think that the PS5 is the best place to play, the frame drop plastic box, the remake station, they have already groomed the entire gaming industry that they're the best because they knock people off the map by locking games down, something that Microsoft ain't doing. This is that you're giving away the secret sauce. If you have a business, if McDonald's have the secret sauce to their burgers, you think they're going to give it to Burger King? That don't even make any sense. We're making the same burgers. You don't even have to go nowhere else. At this point, you might as well just buy them. Yeah, if you don't want to compete with them, buy them. Buy Sony. Buy the PlayStation. I don't get why they just won't buy them and get it out the way. Like, just purchase the PS5 already. Stop playing games with everybody. Like, make all the fanboys come together and dance and roast marshmallows like you want us to do anyways. Sony trying to stomp you out. They tried to stomp Xbox out in court. They tried to block the Call of Duty Activision Blizzard deal. And these jackasses over there at Microsoft say, no, we need our money back. Xbox, pay up, or we're shutting you down. We're closing. We're putting the locks on the doors. So come up with a strategy. And they did. Play Anywhere. Pissed off the entire Xbox community. All the fanboys. Channels are dying left and right. People are leaving left and right. They have left the city. They have abandoned ship. I ain't going nowhere, man. I like Xbox. I like Game Pass. I like the value here. I like those day ones dropping day one into my subscription services. Something that PlayStation Plus ain't doing. That's crazy. That's nasty work, Sony. You only got 2 games coming out your generation. You might as well start sending all of them to your subscription service at this point, because don't seem like your strategy is working anymore. Hard copies, locking everybody down to the PS5. Making the Portal didn't work. Make the VR2 didn't work. Trying to lock everybody down and make games exclusive don't work. The only thing that's working is the hype behind the PS5. It's because you won the last generation, the PS4 generation, which means you're still making all those remakes and remasters. Now, do we have to go down a list of the remake station? Yeah, I think we should. I really think we should. All right, so let's start with one of the biggest remakes and remasters that they keep re-releasing. Okay, do we have to go through them? Yes, we should. Okay, The Last of Us. How many times ponies, fanboys, gaming media, gaming outlet, Metacritics, IGN, gaming award shows, gaming award media, Push Square, all y'all clowns are the reason why they're getting away with this. Remakes and remasters. They ain't putting all that money. Okay, if you're spending all this money in making The Last of Us remaster, Days Gone, Demon Souls, they locked down all of the Final Fantasies. Even Square Enix said, we bailing out. We ain't doing this exclusive bull crap anymore. We broke. I ain't working, boss. We going multi-plat. Square Enix went multi-plat. So the strategy not working. We're only selling 2 to 3 million copies of Final Fantasy 7 and 7 Rebirth. All this big money, these hundreds of millions that we're spending on these remakes, and it ain't doing nothing. You know why? Because they locked it down to one plastic box. It's not on subscription services. It's not on streaming. It's not on Play Anywhere. Xbox got Play Anywhere now. You can buy a game and stream it anywhere on your mobile device in the world. As long as they have internet connection and access to Game Pass, you can play it on your PC, your tablets, your phone, your console, your everywhere, anywhere, Play Anywhere. Taco Bell. Like, this is something that the PlayStation, the remake station, ain't doing. And this is another thing. This is another greed that Sony has. They want to lock you down to the plastic box because they feel like that's the only thing they have to hold on to. That's their pot of gold. The PS5 is their gold mine. And if that starts to decline, Sony is done. That's probably how they're funding their gaming division, appliances, and movies, and other electronics that they make. So if the PS5 go away, Sony is done. I don't know where they're going to make this type of money from, except gaming. Gaming is a $1 billion franchise. It brings in billions, and they want some of that $200 billion a year. Sony is greedy, but they want to lock everybody down to a plastic box. And then Microsoft, this is so annoying, bro. How the hell are you giving your competitor that tried to stomp you out in court all of your games? I get it's a business. I get these games cost a lot of money to keep dropping, like 3 to 4, bangers, 5 bangers a year in the Game Pass. We know it costs millions, hundreds of millions. We get it. But you already had the Xbox community, Game Pass, and PC, and some games could have went to Nintendo, in cloud gaming. Why did you give them to Sony? These people do not like you. Sony cannot stand Xbox guts. They literally tried to stomp them out last generation. They locked down so many games. It's hard for Xbox to even recover. They stole Spider-Man, Wolverine, X-Men away, and Miles Morales. These ain't even their IPs. They're Marvels. You know what I'm saying? They going out of their way. Final Fantasy locked down all of the Final Fantasies for the last 10 years. It's crazy. And this is nasty work, man. The gaming industry is dirty. Like Nintendo raising their prices. These greedy bastards. On top of what we already dealing with Xbox, they bust the most dumbest move I ever seen. Send all of your games everywhere. There's no value for your box anymore come next generation. Everybody gonna be looking to go to PC, PlayStation, and Nintendo. And cloud gaming. The only reason why they're holding on to the Xbox is because that's where most of the Game Pass subscribers are. If that wasn't there, Xbox probably would be gone by next generation. They would probably just do a handheld, like a Steam Deck or something. It ain't no point to hold on to something that ain't bringing them no money. That ain't bringing Microsoft, Xbox want to keep it. As me, a fan of Xbox and Game Pass, I want them to stay around. But Microsoft don't see no value in it if it ain't bringing them trillions. You get what I'm saying? We don't think billionaire mindset. We don't have business mindset. We actually care about the gaming industry because this is our hobby. Some of this is our livelihood. People get paid, broke off because of gaming. And if they take this away and we don't got no competitor, the content goes down. Ain't nobody competing anymore. Nobody's competitive anymore. So that makes the gaming industry more boring. It's just, like I said before, it's going to flatline. It's no competition. Everybody's playing the same thing. Sony's still locking down games, can't sell them because don't nobody want no PS5, ain't bringing them no value anymore. Once it flatlined at 70, 80, nobody care, 70 million, whatever. We ain't seen it show up in your remakes. What about Days Gone? What about The Last of Us? What about the remake of Last of Us 2 you just released? Did they just release it on PC? Another one? Why they ain't talking about that? But they talking about Indiana Jones. They literally stealing all the games away, rewrapping them and shipping them out. This is what they do. It's a strategy now that Sony have invented. Come out with all of the multi-plat games, third-party games, Xbox games. Then we only have one or two games come out every generation. And they fill the gaps in between with multi-plat games and indie games, and Xbox games now. So that's making Sony more lazy. So they don't think they're doing anything wrong. Because the gaming media ain't gonna tell them. The Sony pony fanboys ain't gonna tell them. We're on the Xbox community gonna tell them, but they're not gonna listen to their competitor. We ain't finna listen to the ponies. The ponies ain't finna listen to us. So it's but that's what makes the gaming industry fun. They ripped that away when they sent all of their games over there to PlayStation. They stole that fire that people have for being a fanboy and their favorite team, rooting for the green team, the dream team, the best team, because Game Pass is the best thing smoking out here right now. And Sony ain't got nothing. Sony is falling through. The bridge have crashed and burned right now. I don't hear no roadmap. They're not bouncing back. It's like they have to stack up their chips first. They have to save up money off of last generation games. That's why they're probably still sending stuff over to PS4. They don't want, they're afraid to leave the PS4 behind. We're gonna have a PS7 and they still gonna be making PS4 games. They're terrified to leave away the PS4. It's like, no, we used to believe in generation. That was a dream. I had a dream. But they do not want to leave the PS4 behind, bro. I used to think it was bad at first, like the first 2 or 3 years. Like, why are they trying to move on? Because I thought they were just leaving the fan. I felt bad for the fans that felt like they wasted their money, you know. And now you had a PS5. I feel bad for the casual gamers, the ones that don't know, that's not in the gaming media, fanboys, media outlets. They don't understand how the gaming industry works. And it's kind of like confusing everybody. Everybody's like, okay, which side do I go with? Xbox, Play Anywhere, multi-plat box now. Sony is the remake station, you know, and Nintendo is the only exclusive box. Do I go with that or PC, Play Anywhere as well? Play everything, should I say. PC is the best place for me because I get Game Pass. I can play PlayStation Plus. You can play mobile games, PC games. PC is just lit right now, man. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with y'all, man. Like, playing on Xbox is so frustrating and stressful because you're like, man, I wasted my money on a plastic box. Why not just go ahead and get a PS5? They're gonna have exclusives that you know they're gonna lock them down from Xbox, and Microsoft ain't even stepping down saying, hey, hold up, we're gonna need something in return. We giving you Indiana Jones, we're giving you Doom Dark Ages, we're giving you Halo, Forza, Gears. You ain't getting nothing back. They're bombing it up. They're like a bomb for money. It's like they're so greedy, money hungry. They don't see anything else. They're greedy. They're hungry. They just like, oh my goodness, money is the root of all evil. Like, they don't see the fan base. They don't care about your opinions. They don't care about brand loyalty. So why should we? That's why I don't care about it, because Microsoft don't care. I still care about Xbox community and Game Pass. But as for Microsoft, I lost hella respect for them. I lost a lot of when they did that. They shot themselves in the foot. I don't respect that at all. That call that you call Uncle Phil, you said, hey, listen, we need that 70 billion back now. And he was like, come up with a strategy or put the locks on the doors. Shut Xbox down if you can't get it back. And that seems like their back was against the wall. That's why Uncle Phil keep coming out here saying all this stupid crap. Oh, you know, everybody, Game Pass ain't for everybody. Why you saying this dumb junk, bro? Shut the hell up. Like, for real. Why you saying this stuff? Like, you giving the ponies ammo every time you talk stupid like that. Then you come out and say, oh, well, now we creeping up on 50 million. You see how you try to clean it up, bro? Just shut up. Talk positive. Don't talk negative. It's like he's frustrated, but that's how he comes out and expresses himself by saying dumb stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know, Game Pass ain't for everybody. Everybody ain't gonna buy no Xbox, even if we did have exclusive games. Like, stop saying stupid junk. Like, you're giving the ponies, the media, and the outlets to roast you. Like, they like just literally roast you. Have a roasting session. Just you giving it to them, idiot. And stop giving all your games away. What the hell y'all doing? Sony ain't giving y'all nothing, man. This is crazy. You got them coming out with all of these bangers over there, all these remakes and remasters, AAA bangers. Ain't none of them even coming to Game Pass PC. That's nasty work. They locked down Spider-Man. Now they want to claim Indiana Jones as their own. Doom. I'm seeing it right now. I be seeing PS5 logos over all these games, and it's like Xbox is going to be a thing in the past by the time next generation comes. At the rate that they're moving, it's like they're trying to force the Xbox community to accept PlayStation and move over there, because they feel like they're never going to catch them, because they have groomed everybody to, by default, the casual gamers have already picked the PS5 and Nintendo, and it's just not enough room for the big three anymore. And they feel like we done spent all this money. Microsoft say, hey, we spent all this bag, man. Y'all gonna have to cough this 70 billion up. However you gotta get it. Or put the locks on the doors. because those Decepticons at the top, they really don't care. And I heard some gamers say that before. I wasn't really listening because I only was seeing green at the time. I was like, man, I ain't trying to hear that. Yeah, Microsoft, that's all dog. That's all Ace Boone Coon. And then now I see it. They are greedy. Got Uncle Phil keep coming out here saying stupid junk. Like, I'm like, man, what the hell? Giving all our games. This is pissed the entire Xbox community off, man. This ain't like, a lot of people don't want to talk about this, but I will, because I really just don't even care. At this point, I really don't even care. I just like gaming. I'm going back to retro gaming. That's what we finna be doing, because this new generation gaming trash. They're giving all their games away, or they're woking everything up. They're pushing the identity politics, Sweet Baby Inc. pushing politics in gaming, woking everything up. They want the samurai, gay black samurai, and the lesbian Japanese woman. What the hell is? How did we take this left turn in the gaming industry? Where did it go wrong at, man? How over greed, money is the root of all evil, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, that's what's going on. That's why all of our games on Xbox is going to PlayStation. It's all about the dollar bills, man. It's about the platform. They should have just left Call of Duty alone if they couldn't lock the game down. They should have just locked down GTA or something, like, and Red Dead Redemption, like bought Take-Two or Rockstar or something like that, because Call of Duty seems like it's causing more trouble than what it's worth. And it's like everybody ain't even on Call of Duty. Yes, it's a big franchise, but to me, it don't seem like it's worth giving up all these great AAA bangers for one game. Like, to them, it may be because it makes so much money, it generates so much money. But if it generating so much money, why didn't Microsoft give them a few years, like finish this generation out and say, well, we couldn't recover, so we got to make that money back. Now, it wasn't like the fan base probably was going to decline anyway. It was going to probably stay about around the same. So if it's staying the same every year, every generation, why did you move so fast? Who pushed this whole play anywhere strategy? That's what we got to get to the bottom of, because we know it's Microsoft. We already know it, but they won't come out and say it. I will. Greedy bastards. Giving all of your AAA bangers. Why? Why is Indiana Jones going over there, man? This ain't no reason, bro. This ain't no reason to even send. This is a first-person game. We know that's an Xbox game. Shooter box. They like third person. This don't even look right. Forza don't even look right going over to the PS5. The logo don't even look right. So why the hell y'all doing it? Money hungry bastards. Money. And I want this to get through everybody's thick skull. It ain't that we leaving, Xbox. It's that their brand loyalty is dying. Because when you give away everything, you don't have no value anymore. You can't give away all your AAA bangers and think everybody's supposed to sing Kumbaya. Like, oh yay! Everybody gets it. Why don't this what gets on one more thing. This what gets on my nerves as well. When they always say, why is it a problem if other people playing your games? Oh, so it works one way. So Xbox, it's okay if everybody plays Xbox games. But when you go over here to Sony, when you go over here to Nintendo, you don't see Mario coming over to PlayStation or Xbox, right? Not even PC. When you go over here to Sony, you don't see God of War coming day one to Xbox. You don't see The Last of Us remake, remaster, the 20th one that they done came out with. You don't see it going day one to Xbox or Game Pass. But the gaming media don't have nothing to say about that. The channels, the podcasts, for some reason, they don't have nothing to say about when it's on Sony. When it's on Sony, when the ball is on Sony court and they say, hey, pass those over, alley hoop some of those games over to Xbox. Sony's like, no, we rather go out of business first. And that's a competitive spirit, like Jordan and Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Like that, they had this competitive spirit, and that's just what Xbox lost. Microsoft lost. It became about money in the bag. And we hope this strategy does work. It seems like it's bringing them a lot of money, but at the same time, you lost so much brand loyalty, man. It's just like, oh my goodness, bro. So many people are so pissed off at Microsoft right now, Xbox. And I know Uncle Phil know it because he hear it from us all the time. We like, bro, why did y'all do that? Y'all couldn't sit down at the table and beg them and be like, hey, listen, let us just finish this generation out. You can do whatever you want next generation, but just stomp Sony out this generation. That's all everybody was saying. Just build up. You know, things could have actually turned around, being that they already saying that Game Pass is hitting 50 million, right? And then you'll have, you know, however many consoles, 40 million consoles. Then you got some Xbox One, then you got PC. Then you are sending a few games over there. Like, they should have just left it at AA games. You know, and I would say, like, you know, hero shooters like Fortnite, Minecraft, you know, Apex, you know, microtransaction type games, you know, battle royale games. Those would have been okay. But when you start sending stuff like Indiana Jones, Doom, you know, you're trying to send Starfield, Halo, Forza, Gears, bro, you are a publisher, bro. You are Sega, you are Ubisoft, you are EA, you are Square Enix now. And there ain't nowhere else to put it. And a lot of people don't want to hear it, bro, but they are. You can say what you want. Bro, this right here is the multi-plat box now. Xbox is a multi-plat box.